Welcome back to Face the State on this Sunday morning. Big day here at Channel 3 Selection Sunday. March Madness officially kicks off, and with us here today to give us some insight into the whole process is John Gallagher. He is the winningest coach in the history of the University of Hartford. We've had some amazing years recently. Coach Gallagher, good to see you on the program.
Dennis, great to be with you.
And I'm sorry you didn't make the tournament.
Yep.
Well, we don't know officially, but it comes out tonight.
Yep.
But yeah, how does it work? Who determines it?
So the Power 5 conferences, which is the Big East, the ACC, the Pac-12, the Big 12, and the Big 10, those 5 conferences take the majority of the automatic bids. Then you take the other conferences, the Atlantic 10, and they might get 2 or 3 bids. But the ACC will get 7, the SEC will get 7. Those conferences take up a lot of the 31 at-large bids. How big is basketball for a university or college? Because I know in your case, certainly it's helped recruiting of other students who don't even play sports. I think it's really big. Obviously, last 2 years for us, we've had 37 wins in 2 years, the most in school history. So to do something like that, to beat a Boston College twice, to beat a Rutgers, it really helps the brand of the university.
And in terms of the University of Hartford, because it used to be a school that not everyone had heard of. They've heard of the city of Hartford.
Yep.
But now you guys are playing Duke and you're getting your name out there.
The traction's really been good. And obviously we have a great business school. The Barney Business School is one of the best. And the Hart School, you know, we're starting a nursing program next year. So there's a lot of great action happening at our university.
Sports, and in terms of, you know, we were talking obviously about the scandal earlier in the day, but in terms of recruiting, does sports help recruit non-athletes as well?
It does. The energy, you look at a place like Gonzaga, Mark Few, the job he's done there, and the enrollment at Gonzaga really, really skyrocketed, and now it's a major brand. So if we can continue on the success that I think we can have, we're going to be in good shape. Where
do your players come from?
All over the world. So we're Australia, Ireland. You know, I think we got our backcourt's from Jersey, though. So, you know, the recruiting's been really, really effective across the country, and you know, I think a place like Hartford, we have to look for the diamonds in the rough out there.
When they first come to Hartford and first come to Connecticut, what do they think?
They're blown away at the community and the family atmosphere of the University of Hartford, and the way people treat each other. It's, you know, when you get on our campus, you know, you make friends easily.
Because, you know, the city of Hartford, you know, obviously known throughout the country. So when you travel to other states, what do people say about your hometown? Do they ask
Unfortunately, or fortunately or unfortunately, the first thing they say is they talk about the Whalers. So that's the first question. And then obviously, how far is UConn? And UConn, obviously the job Danny Hurley's going to do there is amazing. He's a great guy. And but we're different. We're, you know, we're that mid-major, and the university is such a special place.
You know, we talk about the University of Hartford. It was founded in 1957, and the growth in recent years has been tremendous. What's next?
So I think the job Walt Harrison did, and the job now transitioning with our new president, Greg Woodward, he's doing a phenomenal job. I think both of them have really propelled our university. We're building a new business school right now. There's a lot of building going on. There's talks of other buildings being built, but I think our growth is a sign of Dr. Woodward's, you know, vision he has for the place.
Do you know, and I'm not sure if you can answer this or not, but when people, you know, one of the big complaints about Connecticut is the brain drain, that when people graduate, they move out of state. Do you find your alumni, do they tend to stay around, or do they tend to move on?
They do tend to stay around. And I think the Hartford community with the technology, the new companies trying to come into the state, we need them. We need them. We need to keep students here because we know what a great community it is. So I think the more we can win, the better for the university.
When you make something like a tournament, because there are some smaller schools around the country who make it, like who ever heard of Murray State before, like be a March Madness, you know, when these little schools make it. What does it mean to a school when they do make it?
Well, it can really affect the whole enrollment process. We're a great school, but you know, it can really enhance the enrollment. So the goal is in the next couple of years for our program to get there.
Should I put you on the spot and ask who you think is going to be in the Final Four?
You can do that. I got to look at the bracket first. That comes out tonight.
Is there anyone, like, you know, at the top of your mind who you think, watch them?
Well, I think Gonzaga's going to be the team to beat. I think them losing the other night to St. Mary's really helps them. They won 21 in a row. I think they're going to be a team to watch, and I think if you look at Tennessee out of the SEC, I think they have enough to do it. And I think if you have a dark horse, my dark horse would be, this is Fran Dunphy's last year. I got Temple making a strong roll deep into the tournament.
Interesting. Good predictions from John Gallagher. Final question. I know that you and your beautiful family have moved here. Transplants seem to like Connecticut more than the people who are here sometimes. So when you're, talking to a recruit and he's on the fence about moving to Connecticut, what's the selling point?
The community. It's the family atmosphere. Me and my wife talk about it all the time. I grew up in Philly, but I'm from West Hartford, and I couldn't have said that 10 years ago. If you're from Philly, people from Philly love it. This has been one of the great places to live and work, and it's easy to recruit here. John Gallagher, making history at the University of Hartford. We thank you for being in the program, sir. Thanks for having me, Dennis. And happy St. Patrick's Day. I know that you're 100% Irish, so there you go. And happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody out there. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget, Selection Sunday, 6 o'clock, right here on CBS and Channel 3. Have a great day, everybody.